So Harrison, tell us how your weekend went.
Yeah, not too bad. Just hard at work, doing nice little 12-hour shifts here and there. What about you, Matt?
Not too much. I was just finishing some uni work, playing a bit of FIFA, a bit of champs on the weekend, Got to get that grind in. But more importantly, I was watching the F1 at the United States Grand Prix. Now, Harrison, what do you think of that Ferrari performance that we witnessed on Sunday?
I'll tell you what, it was absolutely dominant, wasn't it? Charles Leclerc and Sainz is fantastic. Honestly, from lap 1 or 2, nobody could catch them.
Yeah, I know. That first corner during that race was pretty good from Ferrari, I think. Leclerc got an absolutely brilliant start. Norris and Verstappen were just fighting off, going wide into turn 1. Because that turn 1 goes up a hill and it's like really sharp turn left.
Yeah.
So they went completely wide. Don't know what they're doing. Was that an ego battle?
Slightly.
I think slightly. They're both fighting for the championship, so they're probably going to fight each other off the track. But Leclerc just swoops in, gets a nice little first place off the first corner, and he just went away with it, didn't he?
Nobody could speak to Leclerc after that, could they? Honestly, nobody could catch up with him, and it was just brilliant to see. Are McLaren now in a little like third title contender position? Probably not.
But that is a good question, because Ferrari, they're not far off McLaren either.
Do you know the points? Maybe I don't know.
I think
roughly.
So. What's it? Red Bull is second in the constructors, right? They're 40 points behind.
Yeah.
Ferrari, they're only 70. They're only 30 points behind Red Bull.
That's not far
far at all.
Yeah.
And in the championship as well, I think Leclerc is roughly the same distance behind Verstappen and Norris.
Really? Okay.
So,
yeah.
I'm not going to get your Ferrari hopes up, but if the season goes as crazy as it already has, could we see Ferrari and Leclerc win the World Championship?
I'm just throw it out there. If these drivers keep on getting penalties, 5-second penalties here and there, maybe Leclerc and Ferrari could catch up with them. Who knows? I don't know.
Could you actually imagine if Ferrari come back after all this time to win it the way they've won it this season? Would be insane.
Honestly, could you imagine the Netflix series? That would be brilliant. I would love to watch that.
Drive to Survive would be the most entertaining it's ever been.
Honestly, that would be the best series out there. And I'm here. I'm all here for it. To be honest, I would love to see that, but I don't know. I'm not too sure. I feel like McLaren can still pull away and potentially win. They're my contenders for the championship.
I'll be honest. If getting our hopes up a bit too high, I don't think Ferrari might win it. They've got like a 3% chance that they're going to win it.
Yeah.
McLaren, I reckon they've got that constructors title in the bag. I don't see Red Bull coming back, especially with Perez. I'm not going to go into too big a rant of Perez because
we'll say that later for the episode.
Yeah, he's annoying. He's annoying me more and more. He races for us this year. He's just not getting us points or anything.
He was dreadful, wasn't he? He was
dreadful.
Week.
But I don't see us coming back unless Perez is an absolute masterclass and he gets 1-2s every race. That's not happening. So McLaren have easily, I think they've won that title for constructors for this year. But Norris, Verstappen, that is the main talking point this year. I don't see Norris winning it. Maybe
really?
You can call me a biased Max fan all you want. I don't see Norris winning this championship. He's just not got that edge that Max has.
Come on, I think he's on a different level this year. I think he's on a different level. He's been in a lot more races. He's been much more consistent in every single race. He becomes like first or second, he's got so many more pole positions this year. I think he's going to do it. Come on,
I don't see him doing it. Sure, he came out, after this weekend, the record was like he is the highest points scoring McLaren driver of all time. I think it's like over 900 or something.
That is such an incredible stat for Norris. Come on.
It's good from him, but I still don't think he's world champion material.
The car is so fast. The way he
Put
controls
Max in that car, he would have won this season like 3-4 races ago.
No chance.
Seriously, put Max in that car, he would have won it wrapped up just after summer break had finished.
Put Verstappen in somewhere like Haas. Let's see if he can do it then. Okay, thank you very much.
You never know. Hulkenberg's been doing bits in that car.
Has he?
He has. I think he's like 10th or 8th in the championship, so he's not too bad.
Okay, interesting. I do like that guy. But, bringing it back to Norris and Verstappen, who was in the wrong, Can we describe a little bit more can we go into detail about the 5-second penalty?
Yeah, well, what was it? Lap 52, 53 of the race.
Yeah.
They were fighting again, just like they were on lap 1. I don't know what Norris was trying to do. I'm going to come from this as a Red Bull side of the story because I support them. And, I just want to
Or just
say...
don't be biased at all?
It's not going to be full on, Norris is an idiot. He should not have done that. Get him out.
Okay,
No, it's not going to be like that. I do think he's in the wrong. I do think he complained a bit too much about his penalty. I don't think... I do realise Max is the hard kind of racing driver that will push you off the track. But Norris knows this, man. Every driver on the grid knows that Verstappen's going to push you wide. He's going to fight you. He is not going to concede that position unless you have fought him and bested him. Norris, he claimed he was ahead.
I disagree.
He claimed he was ahead at the apex going into that turn, and Max pushed him wide. I don't see it like that. Verstappen was ahead. It might have been the smallest little wheel or front wing that was ahead. Max was still ahead.
What could Norris do in that situation? He pulled him so far off the track, there was no space for him to do anything else. What was Norris meant to do, Matt? Honestly, answer that question.
Well, I'll be honest. People on Twitter have been saying this with me. If Norris hadn't had overtaken Max off that track, if he had just let Max push him wide, conceded, and then complained to the stewards that Max has pushed him wide, then he wouldn't have got that 5-second penalty.
It would have
gone to Max, who would have got that 5-second penalty instead. But because he's overtaken Max off the track, that is why he's got that 5-second penalty. And he can't complain either, because that same lap, McLaren knew that he had the risk of getting a penalty, and they still said, no, you're going to fight Max, you're going to keep that position ahead of him, wait and see, risk having the penalty. So is that both of their fault, or is it just Norris' fault?
The thing is, I can see arguments for both drivers being in the wrong. So couldn't you have just done something where you gave both drivers the penalties, like both a 5-second penalty?
No, because that's unfair.
Come on.
I don't think that's fair.
I think it's slightly unfair just giving it to one driver, if anything.
No, I think that was fully deserved for Norris to get that penalty.
No, I don't think it is.
The rules are the rules.
He couldn't have just slowed down, could he? He couldn't have just slowed down.
No, I'm sorry, but you can't overtake someone off track. That's just not how it goes. He deserved that penalty.
Okay, I've got a solution to the problems. Why don't you just put gravel there instead? And then you can't drive on gravel, can you? You know what I mean? You can't overtake on gravel. Just put that there instead of the white little piece on the track, and then you'll be fine. Yeah, come on, Matt. That is a solution.
It's a solution, but it's a stupid solution.
No, it isn't.
It wouldn't work.
No, yes, it would.
Gravel's there for slowing you down and stop you from crashing. If you did that when he's trying to overtake, what's the point? You'd retire just like Lewis Hamilton on lap 3. Speaking of which,
oh my God,
what the hell happened to Lewis on lap 3?
Honestly, I haven't seen anything like it. Not from him for a while, at least.
I think that's one of the rookie mistakes that is coming back to him. That's what you'd see from a rookie coming into a race for the first time.
Well, Liam Lawson didn't do that.
Liam Lawson did that, but that's because Liam Lawson is an absolute goat.
Yeah, but just speak about Hamilton, just for a second, go back to him. He had such a mess because what's going on? Even he's been so good I think he's been finding his form recently in this year, but
I think his form has been improving since last 2-3 years. But come on now, man, how are you a 7-time world champion? 100+ race winner, guy who's been in the sport since 2007, messing up on the easiest curb, spinning and going into the gravel?
It's really disappointing, isn't it? It's really disappointing, honestly, because if you think about it, even George Russell, his teammate messed up in qualifying.
I think it was the same corner as well.
Same corner. They both crashed at the same corner. They've had a nightmare. Mercedes has had a nightmare this whole race weekend.
Yeah, they've had a shocker. Even though Russell did kind of climb back and get P6 or P7 in the race. Yeah,
that's not too bad. But again, just actually being out in lap 2 or 3.
Yeah, that is poor from Hamilton. Yeah. He saw Russell do that in qualifying. He knew that car might have struggled around that corner. Yeah. At the end of the day, he's hit the curb, he's out. That is entirely his fault. That is driver error. That isn't anything else.
You've just got to wonder how he's going to bounce back for the next race week. Sorry.
Well, it's Mexico next, and it's a track that he's used to. So you never know. He might.
He must have won a lot for Mexico.
He's won a few, but Max is better on that track overall.
Oh yeah, Max is best on every track, isn't he, Matt?
Well, he is. He won them all last year, except one. Singapore ain't our track. I'll just say that.
Okay, interesting. Do we want to speak about Liam Lawson? I did cut it off earlier.
I do want to talk about Liam Lawson because, like I said, what a goat. What a race. Coming in for what? I think that's his first race back in the sport since Ricardo's left us.
I would
Rest in
say
peace.
so. Yeah.
Well, not rest in peace. Long
come
in our
on.
memories. Long in our memories.
Bring back trauma from last episode. Bloody hell.
Trauma's never leaving from Daniel Ricciardo.
Nah, you
But
can
no,
never.
Lawson came back. That was his first race back in F1. He has, I think, 6-7 races this season to prove that he can be a driver for next year. What a race, by the way.
He was very good, wasn't he?
Very good.
Did he finish 9th or 10th, I'm pretty sure?
He came 9th in the points.
Yeah.
First race back. What a performance. Can't complain from him, can you?
It was great stuff from the rookies, wasn't it? Him and what was the other guy he was competing against? What's his name, sorry?
Yeah, Franco Colapinto, who came in 10th.
Yeah. Those two, maybe. I did speak about a little rivalry between him and Oliver Behrman, but maybe it's this guy instead with Liam Lawson. Who knows?
It might be. But also, Liam, throughout that race, I don't know if you saw in the qualifying before the race,
Yeah.
him and Alonso were having a little conflict, a little argument back and forth. I'm not sure what it was. I think it was just a little scuffle on track.
Mate, I'm sorry, but you can't. Liam Lawson can't chat to Alonso. Alonso's been doing this for years.
You can't, but still, they're both drivers. They both have an opinion to themselves.
Alonso's been driving before he was born. Okay, let me tell you that. Come on.
Yeah, well, that is true, but still. Lawson, at the end of the day, he went on track, beat Alonso.
Yeah.
Words don't speak loudly if the actions on track are just overall better.
You've just got to hope, Aston Martin are going to do better next season when they've got that new guy named Adrian Newey. Is that his name? I don't know.
Yeah, they stole him from us.
But, oh God, mate, calm down.
They stole him from us.
You've just got to hope Aston Martin will do better next season.
Oh, I'm hoping not.
Potentially a new driver, potentially Max Verstappen.
Oh,
Bring him to Aston Martin, please.
Please don't.
Honestly, they could be title contenders. They could be up there with like Ferrari, maybe. But
I would hate to see that, if Aston Martin get like top 3 teams.
Yeah, could you
That'd
imagine?
be terrible.
Aston Martin, Ferrari.
And McLaren, could you imagine?
McLaren. Oh my God, Red Bull would be in the mud.
We're in shambles if that happens.
That would be fantastic. The sport needs it. The sport is crying out for some more competition.
I must admit, this season has been good just because of the competition.
Yeah, honestly.
Although, I will complain every time Max doesn't win. That's just how I'm going to go.
So biased.
Come on now.
So biased.
You telling me if you had a driver, you support Lando Norris, right? If he wasn't winning every race, you're complaining.
No, I don't mind it because I like to see a little switch ups here and there. I like to see other people driving doing well.
I like it when
except for Verstappen.
Shut up now. I like it when like one of the little drivers, like midfield and below, when one of them win it or get on the podium, then that's a good race weekend, I think.
Fair enough.
But other than that, I just want Verstappen winning. I want him to break all the records because all the hate he gets is just unnecessary. And if he couldn't just wipe it out, prove he's the best of all time, no one can say anything.
To be fair to you, didn't Max Verstappen extend his lead over Lando Norris this weekend?
He did, thank goodness.
So
he's even further than that. I think Max is on 40-something points ahead of Norris.
Okay.
So that is 2 race wins away. So Norris has to get at least 2 race wins.
Yeah.
In the next 6. And it's all tracks that are arguably Red Bull suited. 2 wins.
That's going to be tricky. But at least McLaren are 40 points ahead of Red Bull in the other championship. What is it called, Matt? The
Constructors, yeah.
Constructors. So they might win something this year. I don't know.
I'll be fine if they win Constructors because I like Piastri as a guy. I think him as a driver is much better than Norris. And if he can win something, good for him.
Yeah. No, I do think I prefer Piastri over Norris. I think he's a lot more funnier in his interviews and stuff.
It's because he's Australian. I'm telling you. Australian drivers.
Oh, yeah, him and Daniel Ricciardo. Going back to Daniel Ricciardo every single time.
And Lawson's down there as well, but he's New Zealand.
Well, that's slightly different, isn't it? That's slightly different.
I just want to bring this up quick. Have you heard who Liam Lawson's icon in F1 is? Or just motor racing in general?
Oh, let me guess.
Take a random guess. I doubt you'll get it. Who is Liam Lawson's favourite driver and icon growing up?
I bet it's Daniel Ricciardo, isn't it?
It was not.
Verstappen.
It was not.
Schumacher.
It's a cartoon.
Cars. What
who is it?
Lightning McQueen.
His icon is Lightning McQueen.
What? What has that guy been on? Honestly, is he drank too much?
I mean, it's a fair enough icon, isn't it? Lightning McQueen. What a champion.
He's made up, like.
What a champion.
It's a film.
He's won everything.
I like that film. One of the best Disney films, but come on now. You got to choose an actual person.
I think he's fine following Lightning McQueen.
Okay. I just wanted to see, did we have any quizzes for episode, Matt?
We do. I've brought another quiz for you.
Go on then.
Because I know our audience absolutely loves it when we play these little games. Because they know your knowledge is
fantastic.
A bit worse than mine.
What?
We saw your NFL answers last week.
I got 4 out of 5, no?
Yeah, but you don't know Peyton Manning. You didn't know Peyton Manning.
Yeah, I still don't know who he is.
You got a rinse for that.
No, I didn't.
Well, I rinsed you. Either way.
Exactly. Wow.
Anyway. I've got my my little quiz on my phone.
So
you ready?
Tell me the rules. What is it? Is it a guest career path? Is it who am I?
So this week we're doing something a little different because I think we've done 2 career paths.
Yeah, something like that, 2 or 3.
So this week I've created a Who Am I?
Okay.
Little Who Am I quiz for you.
I like that.
Should be 5 easy drivers for you.
Hopefully.
If you don't get one of them,
yep,
I will rinse you. You will get rinsed.
That's not fair.
Anyway.
Go on then.
Starting off with the first one.
Uh-huh.
I am a former F1 driver.
Well, that's very helpful. Thank you for that. Thank you.
I have raced for Ferrari.
Okay. One of the biggest teams in there.
I am a 7-time world champion.
Okay. So he's very good then.
Shout it out when you know it.
Oh, see, I can just do it straight away.
Who is a Ferrari driver who is a 7-time world champion?
Leclerc? Not Leclerc?
Are you serious? Are you actually serious?
I was just joking with him. I was just joking.
Oh my lord!
Look, this is the only Ferrari driver I can name off the top of my head, but I know who it is, Matt, because we spoke about this earlier, off podcast. Shall I give you the answer?
Tell me before I absolutely batter you.
Schumacher.
Thank you.
I was just joking with the guys.
7-time
I was joking.
champion.
I'm sorry, guys. Don't hate me for that. Okay.
Unbelievable.
Don't rinse me in the
stuff.
TikTok comments, please.
Absolutely rinse him. Go at him. The fact he said Leclerc as his first answer, that should be
I was joking.
burned at the stake.
Go on, and second one then. I knew the first one.
All right, second one also should be quite easy for you. You're 1 of 1, by the way.
Thank you.
Second one, I am a British driver currently racing in F1.
Oh, okay. There's only got 2.
I have raced for McLaren.
Okay, there's like 50% chance, isn't there?
And Mercedes. I am also
chance, isn't there?
a 7-time world champion.
Yeah, Hamilton.
There you go.
That was easy.
Nice little easy one for you.
It was like between him and George Russell, wasn't it?
No, because George has never raced for McLaren.
Oh, it was British. I was thinking it was British. Okay, never mind.
All right, third one. You're 2 for 2.
Yep.
I'm also a current F1 driver.
Yep. Wow. You can say that for all of them. Yes. That's such a bad clue. Okay, go on then.
I am a Dutch driver. I am considered. Thank you. I was about to absolutely praise him.
You can absolutely glaze him for no reason. Considered one of the world's best drivers.
No, my next clue was I am the greatest driver of all time.
Oh, shut up! No, shut up! Get out of there.
All right, well that's an easy 3 done.
3 for 3.
Right, this should be a little harder for you, but for the audience, this will be absolutely easy.
I know my F1 drivers, man.
I am a former F1 driver.
Okay.
I raced in the 90s.
And the 80s.
I am a former McLaren and Williams driver.
McLaren? Williams? Oh God. I was thinking that guy who's got the new Netflix show.
I am a 4-time world champion.
4-time? This is hard, man. Williams and
I'm also
and
a Brazilian.
No, it can't be that guy. Is he Spanish? Is he the Spanish guy I'm thinking of? What's his name? Begins with S.
I'm Brazilian.
Brazilian? I don't know Brazilians.
I'm a 4-time world champion from Brazil who raced for McLaren and Williams. However, I unfortunately died in 1994.
Yeah, it's that guy. It's the guy who crashed, right?
Go on, get your name.
But I don't know. Begins with S.
Begins with S.
Santiago. No, you know what I'm talking about. The guy who got the Netflix show recently. I don't know that.
It rhymes with
Spanish.
It rhymes with henna.
Oh, Senna.
There you go.
There
you go.
No, yeah, no. I could picture him. I could picture the Netflix show. I could picture what happened. Unfortunately, what happened. But I couldn't think of the name.
Well, there you go. You're 4 of 4. Okay. Going well.
I thought it was Spanish. I didn't think it was Brazilian. Never mind.
Don't worry. I got another one more for you.
Go on,
to go 5 for 5. To get you 2-1 in the quiz championship that we've got going on.
Damn straight.
Just wait for next time. I will absolutely
wash. I'll take it in the lead. Come on.
I am a current F1 driver.
You need to do something else.
I've been racing in the sport for over 20 years.
Oh, okay. I like that. Somebody else got like 40 plus.
I'm also a world champion.
Oh, yep.
I've raced for Renault, McLaren, Ferrari, back to McLaren, and now Aston Martin.
Oh, yeah. I was waiting for that one. I'm getting 5 out of 5, Matt. You know who it is.
Tell me who that is.
It's Alonso, isn't it?
It is Alonso.
Damn straight.
The absolute Spaniard
the
stallion.
Best looking man in the sport right there.
He is a bit of a dad bod, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's a good looking man. Aged like fine wine.
I wish I had his hair, to be honest. Especially at the moment, my haircut, oh my God, it's horrible, isn't it? Bloody hell.
But there you go, that's your 5 of 5. Not bad.
I'm not going to lie, I think you did make it a little bit too easy.
I didn't make it easy for you, but that's because your NFL knowledge was just shocking. I had to dumb it down a little bit for you.
Dumb it down? I got 4 out of 5, got 1 wrong.
Anyway, that is your 5 of 5.
Yep.
That brings you to 2-1 in the World Championship for our little quiz. And anyway, I think that wraps up our F1 episode for this week. Thank you, and goodbye.